right, we're getting a sneak peek into maybe one of the most anticipated weddings of the year, featuring music icon Taylor Swift and Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. A fresh round of Brunch Buzz begins right now.
We're joined by our special guest here in studio, GOP strategist Brielle Joy Applebaum and committee woman for the Women's National Republican Club, Monica Plok. Okay, so for months now, so many different theories. TMZ reporting that the power couple is revealing they're going to say their I do's in front of more than 1,000 people. That's a lot, but they're two both high-profile people. A lot of people speculating that it's happening in New York at Madison Square Garden this Friday. So the clock is ticking. There's also a lot of people that are placing bets on all these different prediction markets. Reportedly, they're going to have a smaller rehearsal dinner the night before with about 100 guests. So as I was saying, Polymarket, Kelce, they've also been going nuts over this wedding. People are putting big money on who the bridesmaids are, the groomsmen, where this is happening. Like I said, we've talked about it for months, but the countdown is on because next Friday we'll be here before you know it. What is your take? And I mean, do you think it's MSG? It sounded crazy, but look, Taylor loves MSG.
Look, the Park Avenue Armory was one of the first takes that most bloggers had, but now folks are really thinking MSG is the move, not only because it's covered, but because security can be placed at all different entrances, very much like the president, by the way. She really has a $5 million detail that's coming along with her for this wedding.
But there's also rumors that permits were filed for MSG. And also something to keep in mind, she has an apartment in Tribeca, as an FYI. So MSG strategically located. Now, I wonder why. I mean, she's got also a beautiful home in Rhode Island. So I'm wondering, why isn't she doing it over there? And what's this messaging behind MSG? But everyone's banking on MSG.
Security and no drones, you know, like shots of it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Security
it makes
jammers.
sense, but Madison Square Garden on Friday?
I know. Those permits being filed, I feel like was a major, like, okay, this is happening.
This is happening.
If it's not a wedding, then what are these permits for? That would be my question.
Closing streets,
I would
come
be
on.
shocked.
It's like a little too much. I want to know why. I think it's MSG, guys.
I would be shocked if they got married at Madison Square Garden. All right, staying in New York here, as New York City's sanitation department says there's, quote, no need to nick a basket. It's giving away 5 orange and blue trash cans. Now, I don't know if you saw this, right? Look at this. After this woman, she went viral for getting caught on camera stealing. Look, she's dumping the trash out on the street.
Took it home.
The middle of the sidewalk. And she took it home. I mean, what do you make of the city having fun with this viral event? But more so, like we talked about this at the break, what, she's going to bring that home? It has trash in it. Like, there's not enough soap in the world that can...
Well, not only did she bring it home, she lost her job at JP Morgan for
she ruined
it.
her life over this.
So I think it is kind of a fun way for the city to be like, look, you did that. We're going to do a trash giveaway.
But by the way, she's the head of DEI over at JP Morgan. You think she was a little bit more environmentally conscious before she dumped out the trash?
I guess not.
The things you do for a next, trash can, honestly, knowing that they, won so well, it's
so
bizarre
brazen.
that she would do something like this.
She just picked up a trash can and dumped it upside down.
Things like this still surprise me, though. It's like everyone, I think we live in a world now, if you're being filmed, your employer's going to find out about it.
It was amazing.
But
she just picks it up.
It was so brazen.
Tosses everything out and just walks off with it.
Just nonchalantly. All right.
We're staying on the hardwood. A controversy continues to swirl in the WNBA after a hard foul against Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark. I mean, this video is crazy. I mean, she's pinned down there on her neck and then also got hit in the face as well. So despite Clark seemingly getting choked by Phoenix Mercury star Alyssa Thomas, some current and former players around the league believe that this is being blown out of proportion. I mean, I understand you fall down on someone, but look at that photo, you guys.
No, Caitlin Clark is responsible for the entire resurrection of the WNBA.
And the salaries that they're getting paid now, by the way.
No, but look at the hand. It's so obvious that this is like a choke almost situation, right?
Yeah. No. Another thing too about Clark, real quick, that she was left off. Her image was left off the promotional poster for the WNBA.
You're kidding me.
She is the face of the WNBA.
She is the reason for the season.
They're not even hiding it anymore. Like, what's going on? I don't know. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, some people are wondering if it's even worth it at this point for Caitlin Clark to continue enduring the constant attacks that she's getting.
Yeah, watch this.
Take a listen to this.
I would seriously consider going to play overseas somewhere and get the royal treatment and get real money.
See, that's just a bummer because to your point, I mean, she really resurrected the WNBA.
Yes.
And now it's just time and time again you're seeing stuff like this.
No, and this just isn't a good look for women's sports. Women should be collaborative. They should also be competitive. But this is just looks like hurtful.
Yeah, very much so.
I mean, she's the face of
the face.
The face. Why would she be going overseas? I mean, this is just, you know,
The jealousy, the pettiness is
Yeah.
just so unfortunate in a league that is growing right now. They just don't need this at all.
No.
All right, moving to our nation's capital now. Rapper Vanilla Ice puts his Freedom 250 concert on ice. So he canceled last Friday's show due to inclement weather, but there's only one problem with that. There was much less rain in D.C. that was forecasted. It's just the latest planned Freedom 250 concert to be scrapped. But, I mean, how crazy is it that Vanilla Ice ended up melting his own show while D.C. only got, you know, a sprinkle down there? And he was the one actually coming out, and when other artists were canceling, he was like, no, you got to go forward with this. And it's just, it's ironic that he canceled it over a few raindrops.
I don't think he wanted to, though. You know,
Okay.
it's one of those things. Sometimes weather is weather. Maybe there's going to be lightning. Maybe there's going to be thunder, and they couldn't put it on.
I hope
he
that's
was
the case.
still very big on social media, doing interviews, and he has been a very big face of this whole Freedom 250. So
it's a shame.
There's got to be some reason,
Yeah,
like I said, that we might not know of.
Look to his famous line. Yeah, A1A D12 Avenue. Come on down back to Florida. I think we saw that weather break earlier.
Do you know I can still sing that? And I won't do it this morning.
I know
Don't
that you
even
can.
ask. Word for word.
Yeah.
could rap the whole thing.
Rap the whole song.
It could go viral. Now's your shining moment.
Yeah.
Go for it.
He's like,
stop.
Lindsay, stop.
Just collaborate and listen.
Well, the Great American Fair happening all weekend long as well, and then that leading up to America 250. So many fun, exciting things. Brielle and Monica, thank you guys for joining us this morning.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.